I'm going with Usyk in this fight. I've said that after that fight, I'm sticking with my word on this fight. You know, Usyk, he's just when you look at it, he's just looking even more confident, more so ever now. You know, when you look at Joshua, it just looked like a different man. So it looked like more broken than anything. Maybe it's him getting used to not having the title. Now it's the tables have turned, stuff like that. Sometimes when you have it so long and the tables turn, it's like you gotta adjust and get used to that. You know, when you're used to something else. I mean, but who knows though? It's just my opinion about things.
Maybe it's relief from the pressure. You don't have to be the champion.
Yeah, maybe it could be the pressure. You don't have to be the champion. Just being himself. I've seen a lot of, people that tell me about certain things about what he's been doing outside of the ring, running in people's homes and shit like that.
Funky college kids.
It's crazy. Like every time somebody do something, especially a fight or whatever, somebody call you or whatever, you just hear about it. Like it's just a big family. Like at the end of the day, if you don't know this person, somebody knows somebody. It's always entertaining and exciting. But who knows? We gonna see the fight Saturday. Saturday. So we'll see. I'm going with Usyk, like I've picked before. So I think I'm gonna stick with that. And once that happens, I think it's a lot of things in the future, like a unification bout as well. So.
But it is a difference in mentality between you and Joshua, right? Like you were talking about backing for your rematch. He's being the gentleman, That's a difference in mentality, right, Deontay?
Well, you have to have different mentalities. We all are different. We all are different fighters. So we come from different places. So when you're coming from different places, you build a different mentality in certain ways, in certain approach. For me, people know, especially at this time, I say what I mean what I say. And I'm all.
What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, Jimmy Maxwell, for boosting up your man. What's good, family? Shout out to my doggy, Jimmy Maxwell, for boosting up your man, the YB coin. 100%. So we just heard there from your mans, Deontay, the twerkinator, redeeming himself right now, coming back and keeping the game hot. We must salute Wilder, because listen, whatever we say about Wilder, he turn up and deliver what he can deliver. Yeah? And I said in my last video, listen, AJ needs to find solace in the fact that we can't control uncertainties. You can't control if you win. What you can control is the effort you put in. And I've been to a lower level in sport, and I know as much as the next man that you can jack. 100%. I've jacked many a time. And jacking is when, basically, before every competition, in my mind at least, I made a decision. I'd say, you know what? Am I going to give it my all or not? Giving it your all, it's a nasty place. Very rarely does someone want to go there. That's a decision you must make. Wilder made it in his last fight. And he was doing that, by the way, against a dude who was twice as big, twice as heavy, twice as long. Yeah, better skills. And still, he put all of his chips in. That's all we're asking AJ to do. And by the way, AJ gets to do it against someone who's smaller, shorter, all that good stuff. No excuse. And AJ need to find solace in the fact that, I might not be able to win. What I can do is leave 100%. And I'm not being funny, AJ hasn't done that for 5 years. The least he can do right now is say, you know what, boom. I've been pity paddling around, and I've had a good run of pity paddling around. If I have to put a good shift in for the first time in 5 years, that's what I'll do. That's a decision he must make. And if he can't make that decision, he should have been retired. And it will be evident, people. This fight, thankfully for us, isn't going to be one of them ones where he can win another way, I don't believe. AJ will not be able to fiddle his way through this one, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong though. He won't. It's going to take Fury versus Wilder 3 from both men, to be quite frank. Both men really had to push through. Fury put down twice in 1 round. Imagine that. And to be honest, that's almost more of a shock. Imagine dusting the guy in the first fight. You start dominating the second fight and you end up down in 1 round. Imagine that. Psychologically. You know what I mean? What the fuck? Both men, Wilder and Fury, have gone to that place. AJ, to be quite frank, certainly in the last 5 years, ain't been even close to it. He just ain't. Losing and trying to find a way. Against Ruiz, he was losing. He weren't trying to find a way though, was he? The Klitschko fight might be an example of that. The USYK fight was not an example of that. He was losing and just happily getting his ears boxed off. 100%. AJ need to take USYK dogging. Yeah? Good old UK 1990s public dogging session. Yeah? Put USYK in the car, drive him to the local park and take him dogging. And guess what? AJ, I've heard Dillian White recently giving AJ some advice. AJ needs to pick the phone up to Dillian and Dean and tell him, listen, Dillian, Dean, I know you're involved in them zesty public man-on-man dogging sessions at the local parks. Give me some tips. Yeah, I mean, listen, with Dean and Dillian, they're proud rainbow flag dons. They'll give you all the tips you need on how to have the most successful and most productive public dogging session. Yeah? 100%. No two men, no two big burly dons know how to dog each other in public like Dean and Dillian. Yeah? Dean and Dillian are renowned in Brixton local parks. Yeah? They're a staple in Brixton's local parks. They stay in them parks. Yeah? I'm telling you now, anyone who lives in Brixton, yeah, if you go to the local park and you see two bulbous nicks in the bushes, yeah, having a dogging session, you best believe it'll be Dean and Dillian. That's just known. That's been known. Yeah? So AJ, pick the phone up and tell him, listen, Dillian, listen, Dean, teach me how to take a man to a public park and dog him. Yeah? That's the end of it. That's the start and the end of it. AJ must dog USYK in public. That's the end of it. No more, no less. Yeah? Big facts. Treat USYK like a sneaky link. Straight in the car, straight to the park at night, and we're dogging. Yeah? Treat USYK like a sneaky link when you're 17 and your mum's at home. Yeah? You know what I mean? Pick her up to the local park and dogging. 100%. That's what you must do. Yeah? Must do it. If you ain't doing that, ain't no one trying to hear what you on. It just ain't on that. Yeah, Wilder said you're broken. And we all see it. And I'm glad I feel somewhat vindicated, you know. I've been saying that. I thought I was the only one. All the AJ Man fans just stay topping. What? Is everyone wrong then? I'm wrong. Wilder's wrong. Now it's time for him to prove us wrong. We all clowned Wilder. He got no skill. He got this. He got that. Whatever way you look at it, he turned up and put all of his chips in. He did what he could do. Salute that. Johnston ain't been doing nada. Yeah? So take the strength. Wilder needs to send some next Alabama voodoo, 100%. Deontay Wilder needs to ring some of them Alabama voodoo cats. Yeah? And get them cooking up some next spirit thing. And send AJ some next pagan spirit, 100%. He must have the pagan spirit. He must have that zesty, deep South Alabama pagan spirit. He need that right now. That's what you need. No doubt about it. Must summon that strength. That strength that tells you, you know what, I don't care if the feds are about. I'm taking USYK dogging in the park. Yeah, I'm giving him a good dogging session on TV for the world to see. 100%.